The Knicks open summer league play on Saturday against the Sixers in Las Vegas. No picks from this year's draft on the roster, but there could be some surprises. New York Post sports reporter Zach Braziller, he's out in Vegas covering the Knicks, and he's recovering from the summer league debut of Victor Wembanyama on Friday night. Zach joins us now from Sin City. Zach, how you doing?
Good, man. It was a fun night. Victor Wembanyama's debut in the NBA Summer League. It did not feel like NBA Summer League, and now we get to business today with the Knicks. And it's not a star-studded roster. There's no Quentin Grimes, no Miles McBride, no Jericho Sims, who were kind of the headliners last year. So maybe you get a guy who kind of comes out of nowhere and impresses. I know the team is very high on Isaiah Roby. He was the guy they signed the last day of the regular season last year. There's some thought that he even has a shot as the backup power forward. So, we'll get a good look at him this week. I think he's the one guy that is, for me, I'm most interested in seeing.
All right, so let's get into it because there is some interest. As you said, not a star-studded roster. See what we have with this Knicks Summer League roster, Zach. So no first-round picks the last 2 years for the Knicks. The Knicks' second-round pick in 2022, Trevor Keels, he is on the Summer League roster. He had a few stints with the Knicks last season. What should fans look for in terms of development from the former Duke star?
Yeah, you want to see the jumper. That was a big question mark. You want to see him. His conditioning, that was another thing that, he really needed. He needed to get into better shape. He did put up some solid numbers with the Westchester Knicks. But yeah, he's a guy, he's going to get a lot of time. Isaiah Roby's going to get a lot of time. Jalen Martin, an undrafted free agent out of Overtime Elite, is another guy who's going to get a lot of time. He signed a two-way deal with the Knicks. Those are the three names to really watch. Obviously, Keels is looking to prove himself here. He's going to get a big chance. Robbie, to me, is very intriguing guy. He can shoot the three. He's big. He's 6'8". He's got a chance to stick here. And then look, Martin, the Knicks have him on a two-way deal for 2 years. They clearly think he's got a lot of potential. He was coached in high school by Charlie Ward. Put up very good numbers with Overtime Elite, the new high school league. So those are the three that I'm most interested in seeing, and then let's go from there.
So let's talk about Isaiah Roby, Zach, because he is another intriguing player. New York signed the 25-year-old on the final day of the regular season. And I want to ask this, does the power forward have the best chance of the players on this Summer League roster to earn himself some playing time next season with the Knicks?
Yeah, 100%. There's no question. Look, Keels is not going to be in the rotation. Jalen Martin's not going to be in the rotation. And look, I don't even know if I would say Isaiah Roby will be in the rotation, but he'll at least be a guy that has the chance to be in the mix. Now, we got to see what else the Knicks do here this offseason. There's obviously a lot of talk making another trade, possibly someone like OG Anunoby. So we have to kind of see and let things play out. But I do think Robbie has a chance to at least be someone who can see sporadic minutes. The other guys I think are still more developmental types.
Okay, so keep your eyes on Robbie, Knicks fans there. Now, Zach, you mentioned the guys you like. Are there any other players on the roster that Knicks fans should keep their eye on as they're watching Summer League basketball?
Let's give some love to the local kid, all right? Khalid Moore, Fordham, Floral Park, Long Island. He went to Georgia Tech, had a great final season at Fordham, helped them have their best year in over 2 decades. It's a great chance he has to play for his hometown team here. He's probably not an NBA player, but the thing that Summer League does offer is it's not just about the NBA. You have international scouts there. You have stuff you put on film. Guys who might not even quite be NBA caliber have a chance to really make some money and earn, an opportunity for themselves. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Khalid Moore can do. He went to Archbishop Malloy High School in Queens, attended the school with Cole Anthony. So yeah, he's another guy that I think could be fun to watch.
All right, Khalid Moore, another guy to keep an eye on, local guy. Watch him play a little bit in high school too. Now, lastly, Zach, I got to ask you about this because you were in the building. It was not a great Summer League debut for Victor Wembanyama. What did you make of his performance? And do you think there's probably going to be too much of an overreaction to what the top pick does or doesn't do in Vegas?
Overreaction in the social media era.
What a
Don't we
shock.
always just give everyone plenty of time and let them develop? No, look, my big takeaway is it's going to take time. You know, he is raw. There's he needs to get stronger. I do think also he looked fatigued. He had a long season. He got to the French League finals. He's already said he's not playing the World Cup because he wants to really fine tune his body and be ready for the NBA season. Yeah, look, there were some things that you saw. You just saw the ridiculous potential that he has. Just the athleticism at 7'3", you know, handling the ball. There was this one baseline move where he took just his strides were just so absurdly long. They nearly threw down a baseline dunk. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a little unfair, the hype and expect him to come in here and, put up 30 points. Like he struggled. He only shot 2 of 13. He was passive in the second half. I just think we need to be patient here. This is a guy who's experiencing everything that's so new for him. He's not from here. He's obviously from France. He's coming off a really, really long season. Looking forward to see what he gives you on Sunday. I think that'll probably be it for him here. But it's, everyone's development is at their own pace. Let's not bury the kid after one game. But let's just throw this in. The best on the same court as the number 1 and number 2 pick last night, Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller. The best player was my guy, Julian Champagnie from St. John's, who just signed a 4-year, $12 million deal. He had 28 and 6. He was great in San Antonio's first 2 games in the California League. It looks like he's found a real home with the Spurs. St. John's is going to have a guy in the NBA who's got a chance to have a nice career here.
Yeah, Julian Champagnie looked really good on Friday night against the Hornets. As you said, he definitely looked like the best player on the floor, no doubt there. Zach Braziller, he's going to be out in Vegas with the Knicks for Summer League, and also probably will catch that second game, maybe the last game that Victor Wembanyama will play in Summer League. We'll see how that one goes. And if you guys on Twitter are going to overreact again, we will see. No overreactions from Zach Braziller, always doing a great job. Zach, always good to talk to you. I'll talk to you down the road in Summer League.
Cool, man. Have a good one.